say, right? So first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. We say the ones apostles and elders, agreements, and will teachers of apostles in the truth. And we see salutations, holy Achemus, pushing word and truth and sincerity, day in and day out, constantly in season and season with Shalom. Once again, going into our video here, and let's basically touching upon our world and turmoil. Right? Because when you look at the word turmoil, it means a state of great disturbance, confusion, or uncertainty. You understand? A state of great disturbance, and we're seeing that all over the world. Right? We're seeing the things that are happening, especially in America as well, right? Especially in America, but all over the world is seeing great disturbances. Many people believe that when shit that happen in America, that they would leave and they could go somewhere and they would be safe. No, they will be safe. No, you're not, right? But looking at all these the news, when you're watching the news, you're taking in the news articles, the sites, the stories, the things that are trending. Majority of the stuff that they're seeing is stuff of great disturbance, stuff of uncertainty, because for these people, they're uncertain what is the next thing to come, what is the next step. If things going to get better, and things are not going to get better. Things are only going to get worse from here on out, right? So for example, this is protests and uproars happening in Kenya. Why it happening in Kenya? Because of I believe the Kenyan government passed something called the financial bill, which raises which is like a bill that adds like a high percentage on certain items like food and so forth, and it caused a big protest, and the Kenyan government sent out police, and they hire gangs to shoot and kill like some of the protesters and so on. Now this is not the only place you see. This morning when I wake up, a brother sent me a news article, right, where Israel attacked Palestine, and just like many other news articles, we got shock a type of Russia, and Russia was attacked. I believe it was yesterday, right? You're seeing a world in turmoil, right? And it have many other news things that we could touch, and you can see situations happening. They talk about the famine, the scarcity of food, right? They talk about other and many other stuff that's happening in the midst. So that is why I say when you watch these things, you can see no matter where it is you turn to, things are trending. Is just sorrows, it's pain, it's evils that taking place, right? I was trying to see if I find the financial bill, because it was right here, but like when these things reset, it is disappear. It has make the post that they own disappear, right? So this was Mark, as of today, I am just a small-time businessman who sells used cars for a living. Take away my source of income and you will have freed me 100% of public duty. I'm ready to die and lose everything for a better Kenya. So you see the mindset of people, and again, this is just an example of what going to take place all over, and far much more worse in America, right? Because Americans may be watching this and thinking this might never happen to them. No, it's going to be worse, right? You're coming up to our election time. I know what is going on around those times, and the kind of stuff that is seen already talked about happening is, going to be chaotic, right? But nonetheless, let me go to our scripture here. This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 16, and I will read from verse 18. It said, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars and power shall stand in fear. For fear the beginning of evils, what shall I do when this evil shall come? And that was a question mark. What shall I do when this evil shall come? Because what is it going to do? Right? What is it going to do when these evils come? And this, again, as I say, this is just the beginning. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, right? The beginning of famine and great death. I mean, if when you go and look up, right? When you go and look up the things that are happening, you would see like even recently, it had a conversation where Americans was talking about how hard it is to go and purchase food, right? Because the prices are so high and so on and so forth. Even when they go into the groceries, you're seeing a shortage of certain supplies, and the goods you all are getting is fake stuff, right? It's fake stuff. So you see, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars and power shall stand in fear, and the beginning of wars, and we hearing all these things talking about. I say, you go up on the news, right? You go up on the news, and you watch the news. You go in and see all a whole stuff happening. I was reading something. I was reading something. I was hearing where someone was stating that it's the first time ever in history where so much of things are happening at the same time, right? And all over as well, where it literally it bad. That's a world in turmoil. You see, when it comes to Jake still have some of these Jakes on this side here. They still have time to go on, party. The mindset is to party, and do all stuff wickedness and talk about some shit about some 50-50s and all this stuff bullshit they want to speak about, which not even going to help them, but they're going to be caught up in these things. Let's imagine if this is just the beginning of sorrows. Imagine for the middle and the end. We have been told from people before, the reason why they don't watch the news is because the news, when they watch the news, it's like a horror movie, right? It's like you've seen all different things. I've heard that before. But these things are going to come unto you, right? These things are going to come unto you. They say, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? So things going to be nice forever. Things going to no. See the beginning of evils, and even I believe 2 Ezra 14 say what? So much more evils increase upon the earth. It increase. That way, seeing all these things, no matter where it is, look, no matter where it is, it turn to something is happening, something is taking place. Right? The prophecies are happening, and with these things happening, obviously the prophecies ain't nice things like these prophecies here. Nice things like famines, death, evils, wars. These is not nice things, right? It says, verse 19 say, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish has sent us scourges for amendment. But for all these things shall they not turn from the wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Right? So yeah, we say, but behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish has sent us scourges for amendment. So these things are sent. Right? But what we're seeing around the world is turmoil. A state of great disturbance, confusion, or uncertainty. And that lead me to my next scripture. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 1. They said, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. And this will be seen at the end, the perilous times. At times of imminent danger. At any moment, anything can happen. Just like this. They were just normal, and that bill passed, and all of a sudden uproar take place, and then the government they meant to kill, as a state here, what, like 40 something people die, plenty young people as well too, ages like 24, 30, right? And we could even go and look up, just to show. Let's go to Russia, right? See, right? It's a U.S. bombs killing civilians on a beach in Russia, right? As you can see, it this now also in the last days perilous times shall come. We in those perilous times, at a time of imminent danger, a time of risk. At any moment, anything can happen, and we're seeing that. We're seeing that with all these things happening. See, just like that, a snap of a finger, you're seeing things happening. This is how chaotic and different the times that we're in. People think it's a joke. And just like these people here, they're on the beach. They're on the beach. All of a sudden, bombs at the job. Bombs started saying some people. Let me see if I find the part here. So this person mark here, Sevastopol city in Crimea is internationally recognized as Ukraine territory occupied by Russian forces. The bomb shown is fragments of a Ukrainian-fired US-supplied missile that veered off course after Russian forces attempted to shoot it down. Right? They say Russia claimed 150 casualties. You can see 34 splashes in the water and only 2 on the ground, of which, so this is a Ukrainian trying to defend it, but you can see that the blast did happen, and just like that, you could be bathing in the beach thinking everything normal, and boom, something happened. Those are the times that we're in. You know, that I say the evils, that I say the perilous times, that I say a world in turmoil, because at any moment something could happen, at any moment something could take place, and we've been seeing that for however long now, and from it's only going to get worse. Look, you know, we see the situations with Trump, and the election coming up in America. You all, hey, don't think you all in safe from these things are going to take place, because remember certain stuff, civil wars and these things mentioned for America. They already passed some bills where they could lock up some of you all in FEMA camps on these things, right? Don't think it's a game. Don't think it's a game. You understand? Hey, shit is on. Shit is about to happen. Shit is about to take place, right? We end those times. We end those times, and the prophecies are playing out. You know, again, watch. Just watch. You know, when you go and look up Kenya, you talk about how much people dying. You go and look up Russia, Ukraine, Palestine, right? See how they Palestine, right? You see how much things to each. Not the way there's a turn. You're seeing things. You understand? You're seeing things, right? Shit is crazy. You understand? But these things are mentioned to happen. These are the prophecies that we talked about. You know, and again, as we continue to say, it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse, right? So, hey, with that, once again, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. We sit up as apostles and elders agreements from the world, teachers, apostles in the truth, and we see salutations, so we are pushing word on the truth and necessary day in and day out, you know, constantly in season and season, we say, Shalom.